Hello, it's Lee here. Welcome back to my channel for another day of Junk Journal January. So we're up to foliage, which is day 9, and I'll just show you a little bit of footage of this that I did. And I sort of really loved it when I first did it, but then the next day when I looked at it, I'm not so in love with it anymore. And what I thought I'd do is turn it into a negative space painting. So what I'll do is draw on some shapes of foliage, something like these things here, which are masks that I use when I'm doing gel prints. And what will happen is, you probably can't see them very well. That one a bit better, it's white. Yeah, so what will happen is I'll draw some shapes on there, and then I'll get some white paint, and then I'll paint around those shapes. So everything that's there will be painted out except for what would be underneath that. So that shape will end up being all those colours, and everything else will be white, but you'll be able to still see the colours coming through. Okay, so I'm just going to work out a little composition and draw it on, then paint out all that other stuff. So I actually drew this up, and while I was doing it I had this stroke of brilliance as I did. I thought, why don't I get my craft knife, because I ended up drawing this on 250 gram paper. If I get my craft knife and cut around this, then I can just lay that on the page and use it as a mask. Yeah, so if you can hear machinery, or I think it's an angle grinder. I've got our garage door being repaired, or the motor's been replaced, by the way. Must be cutting up some metal. Yeah, so I'm going to have a go at that, and yeah, see how that goes. Tell ya, next time I have one of my brilliant ideas, somebody stop me. It was so hard to cut out. I couldn't be bothered cutting out all the little bits, so that's what I've got. I was thinking of just brayering over it. I don't know. I suppose I should use a paintbrush. I did away with all the little bits. I couldn't have been bothered with them. And I had to break the leaves off a couple of things, so I'll just give it one coat with, yeah, this zinc white first. Where's the best place to begin? Over here, because I'm right-handed. So if I do this, it'll sort of like outline it, and then I can go back. I need to slow down, not paint so fast, because I'm going to end up moving the bits. And I realised afterwards I've got masking fluid. I could have done masking fluid on there. I think it would have worked. Couldn't be bothered cutting around those little things there. This one done, then I can lift it up. Oops, lift it off and show you the effect. Okay, see how it looks? So that'll be that white's going to be much more intense when I finish. Okay, so let's do the next one. So I cut that so it would fit into the spine. Trying to get it to sit in there. Okay, I'm going to take that off. See what we've got. It's going to look better when I get some more of the white down. I'm just looking. I think to help me do this, what I'm going to do is let this dry and then go over it again. I think I'm going to need to refer back to the mask in a couple of places because things don't quite look right. There looks like there's paint there and there shouldn't be. But anyway, we'll let it dry and come back to it. So I've gone with a little paintbrush and outlined it to make it a little bit easier for me to work things out. It's a little bit confusing in some places because it's hard not to look at the leaf shapes and things that are in there to begin with. So yeah, that's what I've done, and now I'm just going to go over it with a more opaque white, somewhat more opaque anyway, and block out a bit more of the background. I did draw in a couple of these leafy things here, but they've already got that other white paint on top of them, so they're not that great. They're still, so you can still see it. There's one there and there's one there. I might come over the top of that with coloured pencil when I finish. Anyway, I'm going to keep going and I'll show it to you when it's finished. Alrighty, so that's what I've got so far. I'm going to let that dry. End up painting out those bits on the bottom, and I accidentally painted out the things that were at the top there except for one when I realised. And I left these bits here, and I think I might go around them with like a Stabilo pencil, just so they stand out a bit more. I'm going to do that while it's wet actually. And yeah, once it's dry, I'll decide whether I want to do any outlining. And come back and show you. Anyway, I'll leave it to dry. Yeah, it definitely needs the outlining, doesn't it? Especially on this one. It's got a few confusing marks there. Anyway, I'm going to fiddle with this for a bit and come back and show you the finished page. So I'm just going to go over these leaves here with a bit of coloured pencil, just so they look a bit greener. Just need to try and avoid getting the pencil in that Stabilo, because it will drag the Stabilo into the middle of the leaf. Okay, I'll put a 9 down there. Let's see if I can get something in here. No, it's just picking up the Stabilo, making it a muddy mess. Alright, so I'll leave that. But guess what? Got the gold splatters. Okay, that'll do. Alright. Oh, looks awesome, eh? I love the way it looks. Oh, I just drew in those ferns, unfurled ferns. So, what do you think? I think it's awesome. I love it. It's certainly a lot better than the way it started. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for layered. Okie dokie. Thanks for watching again. Hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo.